The woman had been dead for 3 days and 3 nights, but her soul remained trapped, unable to reincarnate. The first thing she did after her death was try to see her newborn daughter, never imagining she would discover that her husband was with a manipulative woman. Not only that, she also uncovered that the accident that caused her death had been a trap planned by both of them to claim her inheritance after her passing. Only then did the woman realize that her husband, a son-in-law by convenience, was not as simple as he seemed. At that moment, the manipulative woman turned her gaze toward the baby. Driven by the jealousy she had always harbored toward the woman, she tried to strangle the child with her bare hands. Desperate, the woman tried to stop her, but as a mere soul, she was completely powerless. Fortunately, the man arrived just in time to stop her, not out of any sense of compassion, but because he planned to use the child to seize the fortune of the maternal grandmother. Time passed quickly, and 3 years went by. The woman, trapped by her resentment, still couldn't reincarnate. During those 3 years, she stayed by her daughter's side, helplessly watching as the manipulative woman mistreated her. She wanted to comfort her, to hold her, but every attempt to make contact was futile. One day, the little girl tried to reach something from a high shelf, but the manipulative woman's son pushed her, causing her to fall into the water. The woman watched in horror as the manipulative woman appeared on the scene and began forcing the girl's head underwater. Thankfully, someone arrived at that moment, stopping her actions. To cover up her cruelty, the manipulative woman pretended to care about the child. With her lies and acting, she convinced the grandmother that everything was fine. When the grandmother wanted to check if her granddaughter had any injuries, the manipulative woman panicked, remembering that she had burned the child with boiling water the day before. Meanwhile, the man suddenly appeared, showing a seemingly concerned attitude toward his daughter. But it was all part of his scheme. He had already threatened the girl, warning her that if she didn't obey him, he would throw her out of the house. Terrified, the child didn't reveal the truth. However, the man, always cautious, warned the manipulative woman to stop her actions because they were close to obtaining the multi-million-dollar inheritance. Soon, the anniversary of the woman's death arrived, a day the man had eagerly awaited. That day, he and the manipulative woman boldly went to the cemetery, standing before his late wife's grave. The grandmother, touched, thought he hadn't forgotten the important date. She even gave him her blessing to marry the manipulative woman. But a moment later, both revealed their true colors. The manipulative woman removed her mourning attire, revealing a white wedding dress underneath. The grandmother thought they were joking, but the man arrogantly smiled and told her she was welcome to their wedding. At that moment, the grandmother saw the son-in-law's true face. She demanded to know why he had done all this. Without hesitation, the man confessed that he was responsible for his wife's death. He then revealed his plan to kill the grandmother as well and bury her alongside her daughter as part of his revenge.